Hello and welcome back to Assetto Corsa. We're in episode 10 and today we're going to be looking at more updates that's happened over the past week, even after the release of the Lotus 98T. What we're going to do while we do that is we're going to take the McLaren MP4-12C GT3 car out for a race at Donington to show off the new AI.
So guys, we're waiting for it to go 6 reds, and then green.
And we're off.
Right.
A lot of skid marks there. We take off into the first lap.
Yeah. I mean, one improvement we can already see right now. We're going to mention the AI a bit later on, but I mean, one improvement we can see right now is the fact that in takeoff they're not all bunching in the middle.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone's just scattered everywhere.
Yeah, scattered. It's a proper racing line, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
I
mean, if they can't overtake, they'll move out of the way.
Yeah.
To let the other person. Oh well, actually they'll defend.
No, they'll defend. They'll defend. This is I think.
And if they can overtake, then they'll break the driving line and try to overtake them, obviously, and get back into it.
I mean, one of the updates they've put in now is I think it's very clever. Is the fact that if the car is if the AI car is broken down, if it's got a broken engine, they tend to pull over to the side. That's very realistic.
That's pretty good. That's what they do in real life.
Yeah.
So I think that's well done to Assetto Corsa.
But I've not seen that happen in any of the races
I've
raced so far.
I'd like to see it though.
Yeah. Remember before we get on to the AI and touch on the AI, we just mentioned a few of the updates. They've added a new race control, and this shows the race.
Players?
No, yeah, the race and the driver information. So you know, if you want to have a look at how other people are racing, and I think you can actually see them racing.
I think you can see their time, temperatures and whatnot. So it's pretty helpful information for yourself to see the other people's cars.
Yep. So
yeah. Another update is the Assetto Corsa have also allowed you as a user to change your grip mode. I mean the surface. Is it surface?
Yeah, surface. They can basically change the road surface grip.
That's it. Yeah.
So you can have it from dusty all the way to what they call it optimal, which is the grippy, if I can say. So.
Well, this person is really going in and out, isn't he?
Yeah. Bob and weave. But I mean, this track is done into the Donington circuit. Is generally used for motorcycling, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I mean, it should be very quick.
So it's a pretty technical track, I'd say.
Yeah, there's a good few corners in there, and you know they're very fast corners. So the lap times, well, I mean you can see the lap time. The last lap time was 1 minute 14, so it's a pretty small lap. Other few updates they've had is they've added traction control on the Lotus 98T. So that should be very helpful because I think it's needed. They've also, another thing is you can adjust the graphics to make it very realistic. So I mean, we're using the PP Set 2, is it? So you know, you can adjust that and make it as in what you like it to be.
Oh yes, right. I think was it in 21.4? Yeah, they've improved the server configuration. So what that allows you to do is when you're creating the actual, you're hosting the server, it gives you more options to choose from.
Yeah, they've improved anyway. It might be little tweaks here and there. We may not even see them.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm not really sure what they've improved on because we can't really get into multiplayer once again. So
we apologies guys, because we tried to get onto multiplayer and it didn't let us, unfortunately. We've had a server issue.
Maybe if you guys have found a solution to why it doesn't work, you can just pop it down in the comments below.
That'll be good. Because I mean, how many times have you got? How many times have you managed to get on it?
To zero.
Okay.
But even with the previous versions of multiplayer, we still haven't been able to get on. So maybe it's just one of those things that it's just to do with luck. If you get on, you get on. If you don't, then you don't. Just wait.
Another new option is you can actually control the fuel rate, tire rate, and damage level in the server. So again, I think this applies for multiplayer anyway. So people can set what the fuel rate is and, tire rate and damage level.
Yeah, so I mean, I think it's what this allows you to do is the person hosting the game can choose how much fuel rate is provided, tire rate, and damage
exactly. How
level.
much fuel?
So I don't think no one else can actually configure that.
Yeah, which I think is good.
Because if other people actually configure that themselves, there may be a possibility of cheating. Or something.
You want it to be a fair race as well.
Yeah, exactly. It won't be fair.
You don't want people carrying more fuel because then it's obviously it's a bit heavier and obviously the times are a bit slower than other people.
Let's just talk about the track now as well. It's a beautiful track as we know.
Yeah, Donington Park, literally stone's throw away from us, isn't it?
Exactly.
Stone's throw away. So I mean, like we said, it's a motorcycle circuit. I'll be honest with you, I love it because it's a very fast track. But my corner is coming up right now, and I tend to. It's actually quite nice actually, because I tend to go off virtually every time. It's position 10th. If I was racing, I probably would be propping up everyone because I think I'll probably be right at the back, probably getting lapped even. Yeah. So it's a very difficult.
This is called actually a very tough car to drive. You know, I've tried it myself, and yeah, it's pretty tough.
Oh, hang on. Forgot to say the biggest update, which I'm absolutely thrilled about, is that the fact they've added in, they call it they've actually added in a handbrake. So if your steering wheel has got a handbrake utility or you've managed to build one somehow, they've actually implemented a code where you can actually have the handbrake up. So halfway, whatever. If you can do a bit of handbrake turns that are in there.
Oh.
Yeah. So
that's fun.
Yeah, that was in version 21.5. That should be the first update I said, because I'm really excited about that. Pity that we don't build, unless you want to build one for me next week, handbrake. No?
We'll see about that.
We'll see. Right, so that's the race over. How was it?
That was a lot more fun than it's been, a long time. It felt pretty real. It felt pretty realistic because I was sort of tailing them, and then they were tailing me. They were putting pressure on me, and even one of the cars, if you looked in the fourth lap, as I came into one of the corners, he went defensive, knowing that he would have to push me to the outside line. So I went on the outside line. I was ahead of him for a split second, but because he had gone defensive, I couldn't get past him because he just came back out and just squeezed me off the track, which is exactly what you do if you were really racing. So that was a lot of fun. I'm going to do a few more of those.
So you can really tell that it has really paid off.
It's definitely improved. Still improvements to be made,
of course.
But like we said just a few episodes ago that they're constantly working on it, you can see it because it's gone forward in leaps and bounds. I'm going to go have a few more races.
Enjoy.
So I think we'll say goodbye for now. Next episode, I think we'll just see what we can come up with. Yeah. We can probably have a look at a few more car mods because there's a couple more of them out. Maybe have a look at some of the tracks that have been updated. But we'll generally see what we want. Like this video and subscribe to our channel and leave in the comments if you do want to see something specific in Assetto Corsa. But don't tell us to race the Lotus 98T because we're still not used to that car. We'll see you next week.